think that after this event finished, there was not even an inch of the city that was visible anymore. Okay, the city was bye-bye, gone. Okay, and so I mean, like you see that the level of the city it raised, okay, and also like the level of the sea moved further on, okay, because the deepest area that you see from here, where you see that black ash, okay, that was the ancient shoreline of the city, okay, so that was the level, the ancient level of the sea, okay, that it moved further 400 meters in front, okay. So these arch structure was used by fishermen to hold a boat or to hold a equipment. Okay? So that area it was used like in that city. These people, they didn't know what was going on because, again, they never experienced a volcanic eruption before. One of the first things that they did was to do what? To literally go down, as you can see the street from here, you can see, go through the gate, go down by the beach and find a boat to escape. It was common at the times, okay? It is a copy of the original one, and that was a play that was like remembering like a patron of a city, okay? That guy is Marco Balbo, we're going to see after the stage. So it's not been found in a full shape, it has been found in a half shape, okay? And the part that you see close to the line, close to the windows, it was the back part of the boat, okay? Here you can see that the wood has been literally carbonized. Wood is a material that we cannot find in an archaeological excavation because like the wood is like decaying, okay? It's literally like became powder, like it's literally disappearing. That help like in the case of earthquakes to keep that like safe. It's more safe this boat than like all of our houses probably. In every block there was houses and shop and businesses. Okay, houses can be of different dimension. Can be like small or can be like large like this. Okay, this was an extremely big house. The back of the house, the border where you see that guy over there, roughly at that like was the limit of the house, and the limit in this direction was like the front seaside. Okay, and it also have like a level up, and in the front they have also level down. Okay. So an extremely large house. When they found it, they called the house of the hotel because they thought because this dimension, they thought, okay, this was not like a house. It was probably like something like used like in the way. Usually houses they have like a large garden used as a place of like as a peaceful place inside the city, inside the houses. There was usually also like water tanks. Okay. It was made to be walk on the top, so it's in good condition, and actually most of us, we don't wear any like shoes to go up to the mountain. No, no one of you, no. It's like most of us, we wear like gum shoes, I mean like it's fine, it's quite soft, okay? From here you're also able to see this kind of balcony, okay? This one is new, okay? But the way how we know that there was a balcony there is because we found inside the wall, as you can see, that black dot, okay? That is the remain of the wood beams, that it was like used to create a balcony, something like that, an extension of the house, okay? So the domus was the residence of the dominus. Who was the dominus? The dominus was quite like quite a wealthy person, okay? That it was like that it was running his business inside his house, okay? This part, it was where the clients enter and when they speak about business. So in this way, the light, it was moved as it was spread as more as possible. But they also have to deal with the water. Water is quite essential for life. And so this roof, it was also made for direct the water inside these. So this was not a place where ducks was playing, was a place to keep the rainwater that when after it was here, it was going here inside a water system. Okay. There was like many bedrooms around the house and depending on the season, they moved from a place to another one, okay? Fresco was an art that was like, let's say, less paid than mosaics. Mosaics was like really, probably like one of the most important art at the time. You can see even like amphitrite. So Poseidon, it was the sea god, okay? And amphitrite was his wife. This house, they didn't have the space on the back to build a garden, as they probably want. So instead, what they did, they called a guy. They asked to this guy, can you please paint like a garden onto the wall in fresco? And they made it. Okay, if you can see through this passage here, you can see they have a garden. They have the garden. So like this is not a fork, this is a trident, it was a weapon. It was also like used by kind of gladiator to fight each other, okay? Here in this door, they have the access to the first room that was a changing room, okay? And after on the left-hand side, you have the access to the hot rooms, okay? I think that most, the 90% of the houses, as they didn't have access to the running water, they don't have hot water. There was water coming from here, okay? Here there was like a small thing that was giving
Drinking?
water. It's too low to drink. How you have to drink? Like a dog, you have to go all the way down and drink. No, it's too much. So they have, say again?
Sleep?
No, it's too wet for sleep. Some people like to sleep next to the water, but no, here there was no. Okay, I give you like a hint. Here there is a food shop, and I give you another hint. Here you have water, okay, and I give another hint. Like the most important food at the time, it was fish.
So this is where they kept the fish.
No, this is where they clean the fish. They get here and they leave the scale. Why I say that? Because here they found a huge number of fish scale. Have a garden with another water fountain, okay? And on the top you do have like there was like another level, and this area was also open, okay? So the light and the water enter into it, okay? This room, it was decorated, as you can see, in fresco. This probably help also like to understand the previous house, how it was decorated through the wall, okay? The architecture into the wall. To make like, again, that like the wall was big, the house it was bigger. Look bigger, okay? Like to make like an illusion again, like the house was like bigger than it was, okay? Down there, and you cannot go there to get it. You need a bucket. You get the bucket, you tie it up, and the bucket go down, and when it's going up, it's creating these. Okay, this is a rope that was was moved up and down, and it created these. Like a street, but it was a square. Okay, it was a forum. Okay, as you can see here, you don't have any that black stone. Okay, that we saw before. So this was let's say used for pedestrian only. Okay, you have like this large arch. It was part of a temple that we cannot see that because it's buried underground. As you can see, it's going down, and so down here there was a sewer system. Okay, bread was probably the most important kind of food. It was affordable for most of the family, and it was something that was realized in these sort of buildings. Okay, how they did realize bread? You can see in that picture, you can see some carbonized wheat. Okay, so this picture here is showing carbonized wheat that has been found in this place. Okay, that wheat need to be turned into flour using this machine. Okay, so this machine, the wheat was going up. Okay, so the wheat was going literally up here. Okay, this machine, it was turned not by a manual hand, it's too heavy. Usually animal was turning it, and here was a place where the flour was merging. Okay, they mix the flour with water and other things. This consists of two parts. You see here. So this was the upper part, and this is the lower part. This is the lower part. So think that this one, if you can lift it. And if you are so strong to lift it, you can find death. Okay. Funny things about these stones is that these stones, sometimes they have small other stones inside. So when they make the flour, they also smash partially the stone. Of the square. Okay, why there was fountain around the street? That animal water? No. Most of the houses, as they didn't have access to running water, spring water, they use these places to get their water. Okay, they come here with an amphora, they fill it, and they go back home. Okay, so this water, it came directly from the water spring. It's 65 kilometers away from here. How this business is working. First, most of the time this business it was built in the corner of the street. Okay. So in this way they have two axes. Okay. They usually have a counter. Most of the time it was decorated with different colored stone marble. Okay. And inside this counter it was with this large, huge computer. Okay. That you can see. I can fit inside. Really large, extremely large. Okay, this was a place not where the food was made. This was a place where the food was kept. Herculano called this person. The thing that marked on your bulbo, he was consul during the time of Augusto, the first emperor of Octavian. Okay? And when he retired here. And so when he retired here, they give like so many honors. Okay? As you can see, this altar this one is so beautifully decorated. Okay? I think that this pattern was also colored once. Okay? And this was like made in a style that is really common also in Rome. If you see the Arab. Okay? Moving to another. Here, for that is, we see like one of the main rooms, like the dining. Okay. This was like large. It was decorated in black and red. Fresco black was one of the most expensive colors. And if you freeze your eyes with the floor, you can realize that all the floor again is in marble.
Ashes are burning the way. Ashes are burning the way.
Statue here, they have like the hair is painted. They don't look at that like in this paleness. They like colored. It was like fully colored. Okay? Up here, we're also able to see the stage that we saw inside the house of the stag. Here we are able to see the original one. And so over there, they realized he had like big problems. With the help of Iolaus, he realized that using fire, he was able to cut the head, and the head was not moving after. And so this was like literally a place where it was made in a way to let's like see also the biggest hero, they need to cooperate to achieve something important. Okay. This was a Hydrex accident. There is also this beautiful silver statue depicting the Empress Livia, the wife of Octavian.